Welcome to the Lake District. Sailors are going on a jolly this weekend with the girls in Wales. Hired out a cottage. So I thought me and the boy will go and take a few photographs on the new camera. Forecast looked really good, so I chose one of my favourite spots. And you see the van there, just at the top of a mountain pass. Not sure it's going to stay there. The spot I really wanted, somebody's in it at the moment. But look at that. The Langdale pikes behind us, doused in cloud. So we're just going to go down to Blea Tarn and see what it looks like. Well, the plan was to go for a walk down to Blea Tarn and try and get some photographs, but it looks like late in the day. I mean, it is 8 o'clock at night now. It looks like the sun setting to the west isn't doing this little landscape any good. So I think we might have to save Blea Tarn for sunrise. But it's a cracking little walk. We've done this a few times. Stunning views from down on that tarn with the Langdale pikes in the distance. So I think we'll go the other side into the valley and see what there is there instead. Yeah, looks a little bit better this side. The wind, it's a little bit windier here as well, so what little midges there were now buggered off. But I'm looking directly at one of my favourite lakeland views. We've stayed there a few times. And who wouldn't? With that view. As you can see, this valley's a lot brighter. It's a big old valley too. Yeah, there's just some cars down there. Hopefully they'll... there's a little tiny van which could be a camper. And there's 2 cars, so I'm hoping the cars will skedaddle soon. But this is food for the mind. This. It's a bit of a stunner. Come up a little bit higher now, just to try and get, oh, the midges are back, just to try and get a bit of a better view. But the wind's dropped and he's getting hammered by already. Oh my god, they're everywhere. I'm going. That's better. As I was trying to say, we've come a little bit higher up just to try and get some better views really. There's quite a lot of cloud coming in. Let's see if you can see in the distance there. There's quite a lot of it coming in, and if there is going to be any sort of sunset, which I don't think this is a good area for a sunset, but I'd imagine you'll get some reflection on the clouds and what have you. But even if there was any sort of sunset, it looked like it might be clouded over too much a bit, you know. It's now 9:15. These other vehicles still haven't moved, so I think we'll just have to accept defeat and stick to where we are right now. It's an absolutely stunning spot when you get the weather just right, which it is. Being down there, we've got away with it twice already, so you can't really ask for much more than that. But yeah, it's 9:15, so I think I might have a coffee before it's too late. Let the old boy rest his legs a bit, because he's been doing a bit of up and down, eating sheep shit and all that stuff. So yeah, see you back at the van. Right. Got the coffee on. Let the fat lad on the bench. And it's just bizarre here. It's just so quiet. There's no phone signal, there's no internet, there's nothing. So it's just a perfect place to empty your mind and bang your head on the side of the van. Bloody midges are back. Didn't expect them to be this high up. But yeah, there's a few wet areas. Obviously Blea Tarn about half a mile away, if that. But they're out in force tonight. Feels like I'm in bloody Scotland. So we've had to hunker down. So I'll have my coffee and have my tea as well. Ham and egg sandwiches and butter shortbread biscuits. Well, I was just about to say, we're touch lucky here. There's a little bit of a pink glow in the sky. And the wind picked up a bit as well. We had a bit of a breeze. And just as I pressed record, the wind just dropped. And I just seen a midgie. Oh, there's another one. I hate these things. Bring on the winter. It's now just gone 10:30. So I think we'll let the bear out for a week. And we'll get our heads down. Because I'm planning to be down Blea Tarn for sunrise. The forecast, although it did change every hour, and I can't check it now, but the forecast before it came said it was going to be sunny in the morning, like 3 mile an hour winds, so we should get a nice reflection off the Tarn. Depends on a few things. There'll probably be 1,500 photographers doing the same because it's a very popular spot for good reason. And another reason that I might not get them is, don't know what I'm doing. Bought a tripod off eBay and got delivered this morning, but the bracket doesn't quite fit my Peak Designs bracket, so I'll have to take my bracket off the camera, put it onto that tripod, and might be a bit of faffing, might not work out, but oh, I can hear people screaming and shouting. Must be a bit of a party going on down by the National Trust car park. I'm glad I'm not down there. Anyway, see you in the morning. Quick note before bed. When I said it sounds like someone's having a party, unfortunately, I just looked in the distance. Looks like they're having a friggin' fire as well. I hope we don't bump into them at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because we'll be putting the fucking fire out. Turned out to be a right nightmare, but there's nowhere else for the old lad to go. Can't have the pop top up, so I have to get in bed with me. I'm dreading it. Good morning. It's currently 4:15 in the morning and it looks like through my condensation that there's no wind and it looks like a blue sky as well. Sun's not up yet, even though it's quite light. So let's get the door open and have a look what we've got. There's actually a guy who cycled up this path last night and he's sleeping just there. I'm guessing he's in a bivvy. Cracking view though. As you can see, someone enjoyed the landscape in a tent, but what a landscape it is. Look at that. Hopefully the sun will come up and catch those clouds there. And the water looks fairly calm as well, so you might even get a bit of a reflection. So I just thought of walk the dog. I've driven from last night's spot to the National Trust Car Park, because the reason being is I don't want the dog jumping in the water, just in case there's another photographer trying to get a nice flat calm reflection picture, because he'll just cause colossal ripples. So I'm just giving him a little walk, shove him back in the van and then come back down to the water with the camera, and then probably head home before the crowds descend. This is why I came here at stupid o'clock in the morning, to get the best view of the Langdale pikes and what looks like a few clouds in the sky as well. By the way, my mates are out, the midges, but this is currently what we're looking at. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to do it any justice, but I can see it with my eyes, so that's a bonus. You can see it through this camera as well, so there's a bonus too. Bastards they are. Bastards. Look at the mist. Other than the midges, we are being treated this morning. Now, I'm no expert, but I think this might be as good as it's going to get. The sun doesn't look up, but it looks quite bright and it's getting late-ish. 5:30. I think sunset was about 5:15. There's the water's getting a bit choppy now, the wind's picking up. So I might make the midges just hanging in there, but look, fish. So I'm gonna have some breakfast, hard-boiled eggs, give it another 10-15 minutes and probably head home then. Jamie Oliver would not be pleased to hear I buy eggs from a petrol station. Something about them being good quality and all that. These are crap, but they do a job. Man. So time is now 5 to 6. And I've given up. There's only so much flesh I can donate to the local wildlife. Plus the light's not getting any better now. It's a gorgeous day. It's going to be blue skies and what have you, but I think, and I sound like a photographer here, no nothing, but the light's not very good for photography now. It's getting a bit, the sun's getting a bit higher and the light's getting a bit flat and all that stuff. So Gonna head home, enjoy Sunday at home. I mean, should be home for hopefully 8 o'clock. There's plenty of, even though you see at the gatepost there, you see a big sign saying no camping. It looks like a campsite. There's quite a few bike packers and what have you. And I think there's one tent and a good few bivvies and small tents and what have you, but there doesn't seem to be any rubbish anywhere. Even this car park's full of people who look like they stayed overnight. But, people seem to be looking after the landscape, and that's all you can expect. Good on them. They're only doing the same as what I did last night in just a different scenario. Hey, I'm rambling. I'm going home.